Our next task is to make a choice between the strategic options. Given the large size and geographic spread of the European market, some immediate strategic questions include: do we tackle the whole of the European market with one launch, or do we move from country to country over time? If we tackle individual countries, where do we start? Does the more mature UK market come first or last? Do we attempt to match the broad range of Kellogg's products in the marketplace, or do we focus on some special segments? How do we exploit our resource-based competitive advantages? What does this mean for the options that we are considering? How can we gain economies of scale and the low-cost manufacture that is essential in this market? Are there any special strategic opportunities that we might wish to exploit? Perhaps opportunities that exist now but might disappear over time. And how do we tackle the possible opportunity of making own-label cereal products for some leading supermarket chains? To answer these questions, we need to remind ourselves of some important strategic principles that are discussed in the book and were mentioned earlier in this video. First, a strategy that concentrates its resources is more likely to be successful than one that spreads its activities thinly. This means that it is probably better to focus on an individual country rather than across the whole of Europe at the same time. And as we saw, Cereal Partners started with its UK launch in 1990. Then it moved into France, Spain and Portugal in 1991, and Italy and Germany in 92 and 93. Second, it's important to treat the UK market, with its much greater size and maturity, differently from other faster-growing European markets. You can read about the industry life cycle strategies for mature and growing markets in the book. In practice, this meant that to gain UK market entry, it was probably necessary to think about an acquisition rather than launch slowly into the UK market. This was particularly important because Cereal Partners needed to build economies of scale fast for the reasons we've already explored. Around the time when Cereal Partners was beginning its strategy, there was a major strategic opportunity. In 1989, a company called RHM wished to exit the UK breakfast cereal market. So it put up for sale its well-established cereal brand, Shredded Wheat. This would deliver not only a well-known brand to a purchaser, but also several efficient UK factories that would bring immediate economies of scale. Perhaps not to the level of Kellogg's low costs, but certainly a good starting base. It was for this reason that Cereal Partners bought Shredded Wheat for $180 million in 1990.